So I gotta read this one before I hit the next one. Bob with the $10. Asian and white women do not resort to threats of violence in speech nor in action the way black women do. Ladies, ask yourself, have you ever hit or threatened to hit someone else if you are angry?
Well, that's not a fact because Jenny said herself that her speech to him was threatening and triggering him to talk to her a certain way. That's what she said.
If you triggering a gangster, you crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I came out the pocket a little time or two myself.
I don't threaten violence against men because I can't beat a man.
Right.
You have called a man a bitch, though. Let me play this.
I would do it again if he came back up here.
That's so to men, real quick, to men, those are fighting words.
And let me give my caveat: unprovoked. If I'm defending myself, absolutely defending myself, I'm going to do that.
Well,
then
think about this.
I'll fight fire with fire. But
think
I'm not
about this.
Unprovoked. Go ahead.
You already said you can't beat a man. You're not fighting fire with fire. You fighting fire. You fighting fire with ashes or some shit.
Well, I'm fighting ashes with ashes, and because he used words is my point. He used words. I used words.
Listen close. If you use violent words to a man, you are participating. You don't have to fire back with violence. You choose to.
You're right, and I chose to fight it with my words because he provoked me.
All right, just mute real quick, please.
I'm just saying,
I ain't going down this road with you.
I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we just read Bob's comment.
Investigators releasing new video of an elevator attack that shows a woman striking a man months before she allegedly admitted to killing him.
Jesus.
She says it was.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
This is live in Miami. The state.
Do y'all remember this?
Yes,
absolutely.
So it was easy. Bob set it up. He might have read my mind. I think he did that as a favor to me. So thank you, Bob. But she was whooping his ass, and then she ended up killing him. Did she stab him to death? Didn't she?
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, to be fair, is this an outlier?
Nope.
No,
I don't think so.
Especially them trailer park.
Bob, hey man, Bob, she's whooping his ass, Playboy. Mm-hmm. And so y'all say she's not an outlier. Break that down for me.
This is what I said before. It's about how you were raised and what you saw and what you believe the females in your life that have raised you to believe that you are entitled to do. So she put hands on a black man who's, I'm sure he's like, looks like he's 2 feet taller than her. She jumping in the air to hit him in his head and hit him in his back and stuff like that. That's somebody that felt, number one, it's okay to hit. Number two, it's okay to hit a man without consequence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without consequence. So we remember the elevator episode with the football player and his wife. We talked, they fighting each other. So at the end of the day, she was called the aggressor. But this one right here, they let her go months without arresting her. So no, that's about how she was raised over there in them trailer parks.
Okay.
Yeah, she's from Texas, and I feel like, I hope I don't offend any Africans, but I'm gonna say this. I feel like he's Nigerian. I feel like he put up with that because like she did this a lot, like they started in Texas before they moved to Florida, and she been doing it for a long time, and I just feel like he put up with that just because she was this beautiful white Instagram model or whatever. He thought like he had achieved something, so like it just felt like he just sat there and tolerated all the nonsense until she ended up killing him. I feel bad for the family.
Isn't that the same guy that talked bad about black women?
I think so.
Yes.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So like when his tweets started coming out, his family, they were like, well, he was young. It was in 20, whatever time, he was 17, 18 or whatever it was. But it took the family to they took the family and social media to push for her to be arrested. Because after she killed him, she was actually out having dinner or something with her dad, and somebody walked up and started videotaping. This is the woman that killed her husband. Killed her boyfriend, and she's here eating dinner with her dad. And they had to leave because the person kept repeating, and like everybody then started being aware that she was there. But I felt like Obanseli, he just like accepted the abuse because she was a beautiful white Instagram model. So he just thought he would tolerate that. Like it wasn't new. She was abusing him for a long time. That wasn't the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. It was always like that.
We got you.
Yeah, I don't think it was because of the fact that she was this beautiful white Instagram model. I think it's because he knew he was a black man and she was a white woman. I really think it has everything to do with that, because he knows if she's doing it, he tried to report something like that, he's going to be looked at automatically because he is a black man. I don't think it had anything to do with her being a beautiful white woman. She could have been a not attractive white woman. She's a white woman. At the end of the day, he's a black man. All odds against him to begin with.
Yeah, but he could have left. You didn't have. He didn't have to go like file police report and all that stuff. But like he could have left and saved his own life. It felt like he just stayed there and like led up to the detriment of his own demise.
So it was his fault that she killed him?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like.
But when I'm not saying that either, but I was just going to say, when you're in a pattern, of course, that's not, well, I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know if it's premeditated or not, but when you're in a pattern of that, and I'm just speaking because I've seen it both with white women, because my daddy dated white women, and I've seen it with listen, we're not going to talk about it, but I've seen it with my mother and father also. So I don't think this was an outlier because it happens. I've seen the white lady get violent with words. And I've seen my mother like actually jump on my father. We were just talking about that at my grandma's house. But and it's not okay. And I don't condone that. That's not a relationship. That's not how I want mine. But when you see the things, you get to see, okay, well, that's not how I want my life. But sometimes people are just stuck in that pattern and they don't know how to get out of the cycle. You got to break it up.
There was an interesting comment in the chat that's saying words hurt men worse than you hitting them. You guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can tell Gunny that I'll make sure his first sergeant know how he acts on public.
No, you won't, bro.
Well, look at the panel to begin with.
Both of y'all gonna get in trouble with me. That's worse.
Like I said.
Y'all don't. Ro, y'all don't get to talk shit. Now you talk shit back. I'm talking to Ro. I'm talking about her and Gunny.
I didn't say anything. He does this normal. I told you that, but I already told you that.
Come on, man. That shit corny as fuck. Savage with the $5. Western women are a problem. That's why the passport bros are a thing. Okay, so we get in some.
Okay, good. No, I'm saying I'm agreeing with you. Go ahead.
Let me see. Is this Diary read this one? Oh yeah. So okay. And they in the chat chain saying she's an outlier. They want to see the statistics of white women doing this, but what makes her an outlier? Pardon me. Ooh. Omac with the $5. Omac was good. I'm a war veteran. The old dogs in the unit would tell us to be careful with marrying women from overseas. Could get an Americanized women attitude. I got another clip too on that point.
That American women or Americanized women are problematic.
No, marrying those women from Vietnam and things. When you bring them over here, they
change.
They change. What's the word? Assimilate.
Yeah, that's what they really want to do in the first place. They can't. I got my green card now. I mean, that's what they do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got you. Hank with the $2. Hank, what's good? What's good, Hank? What's popping? Nay, where's my damn book?
It's on Sinead.
Wow.
Thank you for making that comment, because you giving me marketing, promoting me. Thank you.
Did he buy one already?
No, he did not. No, he did not.
All right, just check the record. Caesar's Palace with the $5. Can a lady show us in mass where white women are hitting black men in public? Or where do you have black men coming out online saying white women are hitting them?
So just like him said, words hurt men. Words hurt worse than
But love. He's not asking that. He's talking about physical violence.
Right, but I'm
I don't think anybody's really hitting anyone in public like that. They're doing it behind closed doors.
That's that part too. But when white women are not this innocent, non-aggressive or non-violent entity, they're not. And that's what I was trying to address. That's what I was trying to address before you cut me off. So it's not about hitting people in public. The point is they're not as soft and submissive as people are claiming, that they are. They are violent as well. And that woman hitting that man in that elevator is not an outlier, is the point.
See, Bob with the $10. Again, in speech and in action, regardless of social status, black women are more prone to use violent speech or action. You got successful black women still with a ratchet mentality. Let me see. Let me share my screen. Listen, man, I gotta be fair to the conversation we're having. So I have to present some things that we need to discuss to see what's really popping. I'm not going off this subject, so same. I'm staying here. Give me 1 second. Y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was walking out of the bedroom, slapped me across the face. I turned to look at him. And I said, Johnny, you hit me. You just hit me. Fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. You can't hit a man. You can't hit anyone. Face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. My dog stepped on a bee. I just stared at him because I didn't know what else to do. And he slaps me one more time. Hard.
The war based on the accusations that she was I'm sorry.
Did y'all follow this trial at all?
For the most part.
Yeah, she was lying.
Trailer Park again. Trailer Park.
This sounds pretty violent to me. What she was trying to do to Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
And again, are we saying this is an outlier? I'm just presenting information.
No, Trailer Park from Texas.
No, I don't know what. Look at these documentaries. It's always a white lady. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just saying.
Listen, I dated a guy and got played for a white woman. The white woman was doing all kind of crazy stuff, and I said, "I told you. I'm trying to tell you."
Whatever
they were saying it in writing. I was like, "Listen," and you think I'm crazy? No, you was crazy. I try to tell you.
I mean, we all crazy. I guess
we all have a little crazy, but yeah, nah. White women be doing it too. They different with it though.
They are.
How are they different? I think they do under the guise of, I'm great. I'm submissive. Yes. Anything you want, honey.
It comes with privilege.
Yeah, that part too. And it's like, yeah. And anytime a black woman we speak up, we say what we don't like, we don't tolerate. It's, you know what? She's being an angry black woman. She's being this, she's being that. But it's more acceptable when it's coming from a white woman. They can get away with more.
What y'all think?
I agree.
I think for him was horrible. She tried to destroy that man and lied, and then they play all the tapes of what she was doing. It was all recorded. It contradicted all her statement that she made, and all the things that she said that he did. And Johnny Depp, he used to be on drugs. So like when he went to rehab, got sober, he was doing good before he met her, and then after he met that crazy lady, he started doing drugs again. He went back onto the drugs. She was doing so much stuff. So even when his mom died, she didn't want him to go to the funeral. So it was all this stuff that was happening. And for some reason, she was lying at first. And the movie, because when she came out with the statement, it took Johnny Depp off all the movies he was on. But they didn't do the same to her when they found out that she was lying. So that was just wrong what she did to him. But I'm glad he survived that. He's doing way better now. And she owed him, I think, like $10 or $12 million or something that she needs to pay him back.
Weren't they doing drugs together though? I thought in the documentary it was kind of talking about that, but
well, because the way I guess he was like stressed out and then end up back on the drugs, but she was already doing drugs.
She was stressing his ass out. I'm glad he got it.
So he ended up turning back to doing. He relapsed, and then from there it just went downhill because it just seemed like even on the recordings and stuff like that or the videos, he just looked high, like out of his mind high, and he was just slurring and doing all type of stuff. So
that white woman drove him back to drugs. Soft and submissive white woman drove him back to drugs.
To pick the right partner. Pick the right partner, no matter whatever.
Yeah, it don't matter. It
color they are. Pick the right partner because
I'm just saying these soft, submissive, angelic white women. She, that angel drove him back to where he tried to get away from.
That one, the angel.
This ain't no outliers. They're not outliers, is my point. Because all these comments or super chats, but the white women they don't do what black women do. Like you still keep on trying to turn it back to black women. Now we done show 2 different examples within 5 minutes and giving examples. And it's just funny to me how the black men with these super chats are caping for these white women. It's kind of scary, a little bit. Now I'm good with the making it a wider net with westernized, whatever. But don't act like black women are just the epitome and the gutter bottom barrel of the woman category or classification. Please don't do that.
Caesar's Palace with the $2. Oh, Mac, replace the repeat if they act up. Passports in all caps. Gunny with the $2. Ro, I'm retired. Nice try.
I can still report you to
Savage with the $2. You're not reporting nothing. That shit is corny as hell. Savage with the $2. Brick Lady Russell. Break that down for me, Savage. J Rilla with the $2. J Rilla was good. Remember, Ray Rice's career died because a black woman hit him. It's true. He's also on his last legs, but yeah.
He sure was. He last long.
Come on. Savage with the $2. Women are the most of one-way domestic violence.
I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
Women are the culprits in the majority of domestic violence.
The culprits. Okay.
Gunny with the $2. Bully the bully in 2023. Love and Row. Gunny with the $20.
Shit like that.
Let's bring shame back to the women who are treasonous. God damn. To the image of our black women who actually support our black men. Goddamn right, man. Suki Hana. Let me share my screen. Again, I'm just presenting stuff. You see, I'm not even giving that much commentary. I'm just letting the ladies react to it. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.